All of the ways that we've been trying to get freedom, to be successful, to accumulate things that we think we want in order to live a life that we think we want to live. These are all the obstacles to true success, to true freedom, to true fulfillment. Because they're not our own. They're not original and authentic to who we really are. And they're all buying into this belief system which suggests that time and effort and challenge and doing things that we don't want to do will lead us to the freedom that we wish to experience, to the kind of life which allows us to be happy. But this is not true, and this is not what we inherently desire. This is all a part of that consumeristic and controlling, fear-based survival paradigm. Your true self, which is prior to all of these concepts and ideas, is success. It is freedom. And it is already what you are. And it's the remembering of that true self which allows for all that you want to actually reach you, for you to receive it, because you're no longer in the way. You're no longer getting in the middle of what's already flowing into your life by imposing all of these ridiculous rules, all of these strange and peculiar practices of trying to get somewhere, trying to get something, trying to become something, when everything that you ever want is already here and now, as this moment, as what you are. And it's the failure to recognize that now that creates this whole journey, this whole illusory path of needing to get somewhere, of needing to become something. And that right there is the problem. It's the forgetting. It's the pretending. It's the assuming that something's missing. And you can't take my word for this. You just can't. Because the belief that's needed in order to take that leap is not going to be found in evidence. You're never ever going to get anything that will confirm that what I'm saying is true. You will only ever feel it. It's a sort of faith. It's a sort of knowing. And everything changes when you take that leap, when you let go, when you surrender, and you remember who you are, what you are, and just how simple all of this really is. And the whole world changes, becomes magic. Like when you were a kid and you went into the world of your mind and you imagined and you created, and everything was exactly as you made it to be, and you weren't limited. You were not bound by anything outside of yourself. And you didn't lack faith. You didn't lack confidence. You didn't lack anything. You didn't necessarily have the capacity or the consciousness to be able to understand it. But imagine that purity and that innocence of that child, of that inner child that is still you, but with the maturity, with the wisdom of yourself now. Imagine the freedom that can come from that. Imagine the joy and the connection and the love that you can experience when you let go of all the constructs of the world, of society, that are not yours. It just requires the commitment to reclaiming that true self. And stepping into that freedom, the unknown, the uncertainty, which is so exciting and fun. You never needed certainty to begin with. You never needed to know what was going to happen, to predict it. It sucks out all the fun and the joy of life. It's time.